Here's the thing that no one really tells you about the women running 8 and 9 figure companies. The ones you see making these bold, unapologetic, industry-defining moves, they are not walking around in a consistent state of blissful confidence. They are not waiting for a magical feeling of certainty to wash over them before they launch the new vertical, hire the 7 figure executive, or quintuple their prices. They're not doing more mindset work than you. They're not better at visualizing. They don't have a secret affirmation that you've somehow missed. So what are you doing? You're trying to feel your way into your next million, and your intelligence is the very thing holding you captive. I know that you're smart, you're strategic, you're the master of your craft, and you believe in doing the work. So when you're on the edge of a big decision, the one that you know could change everything, you turn to your sophisticated toolkit. You journal about it, you meditate on it, you do the visualization to try to embody the feeling of the woman who already has achieved it. You look for signs from the universe. You wait for that internal click, that wave of calm, validating confidence that is supposed to scream, yes, this is the right move. You are ready. You are treating confidence as a condition that must be met before you can take action. You are asking your emotions to be the final gatekeeper for a strategic business decision. And I'm here to tell you that is the most elegant and socially acceptable prison you can build for yourself. It is the exact reason your income, your impact, and your influence have a ceiling. You think this process of waiting for a feeling is you being responsible. It's not. It's you abdicating your power. The way you're approaching this is fundamentally backwards. You are waiting for proof so that you can feel certain. The market leader, the industry icon, the woman whose level of success you want, she generates certainty so that she can go out and create the proof. Let's burn this part into your brain, shall we? Certainty is not a feeling you wait for. It is a state you generate. It's not an emotion, it's a technology. It is not an emotional state that you can arrive at after gathering enough data. It's a functional, operational state you manufacture on purpose. It is a tool. It's a choice. You don't find it. You don't earn it. You don't wait for it. You decide it. And you decide it in a single moment, often with zero external evidence to back you up. This is where the pillar of trust meets the pillar of confidence. It's the foundational trust in your own capacity to handle whatever comes next. Success, failure, chaos, critique, that gives you the permission slip to have the confidence to make the decision in the first place. When you operate from this place, the entire success algorithm of your business flips. Your current broken model looks like this: external evidence, feeling of confidence, bold action, big result. You are stuck at the very beginning of that chain in an endless loop, hunting for enough evidence to trigger the right feeling. And because the action you want to take is bigger than anything you've done before, the evidence just doesn't exist yet. So you wait forever. The model that actually builds empires looks like this: the clean decision, aligned action, raw data/results, real evidence, genuine embodied confidence. The feeling is the last thing to show up, not the first. It's a lagging indicator. It's the reward you get for taking the action without needing the emotional payoff up front. You are trying to cash the check before you even have done the work. Successful women entrepreneurs understand this. They decide, this is the new price. They decide, we are acquiring that company. They decide, this launch is going to bring in $2 million, and we will act as if that is the inevitability. They often feel terrified. They feel the doubt. They hear the voice of second guessing just as loudly as you do. The difference is they don't give that voice a vote. They've already made the decision, and they treat that decision as their feelings are irrelevant to the execution. The action follows the decision, not the mood. Okay, so I know you're thinking, saying just decide is easy, but how do you actually do it when your entire nervous system is screaming at you to wait? And this is where we move from concept to practice. Manufacturing certainty is a 3-part process. It's a technology. So there's 3 components. Component number 1, making the clean decision. A clean decision is a decision made with no backdoor, no escape route. There is no, I'll try. There is no, we'll see how it goes. A clean decision sounds like, I am becoming the person who, or we are now the company that. It is an identity level shift declared as fact. The way that you make it is by writing down and speaking it out loud as a done deal. For example, as of today, our consulting package is $100,000. That is the new reality. You are closing all the other doors. The wobble, the second guessing, it's you standing in the doorway, trying to keep your escape routes open. A clean decision is a cellular level commitment. Component number 2 is building the evidence bridge. So your brain screams for proof, right? Since you don't have the proof from the future yet, you must build a bridge using proof from your past. You have to actively go on an evidence gathering mission. So I want you to list every hard thing you've ever done. Every time you were terrified and did it anyway. Every time you failed and got back up. This isn't like fluffy gratitude. This is building a case file for your own resilience, and I call this the mindset resume. You are reminding your nervous system that you have 100% track record of surviving difficult situations. This proves that you can handle the outcome, which is what you're really afraid of. You aren't afraid of sending the email with the new price. You're afraid of the rejection. The evidence bridge proves you can handle the rejection. And component number 3, activating the action to data to belief engine. This is the neuroscience. Your brain's beliefs are not based on affirmations. They're based on accumulated evidence. Your current belief that you're not ready is based on a mountain of evidence of you hesitating. To change the belief, you must feed the brain a new stream of data. The only way to create new data is to take action. Every single action, no matter how small, is a piece of data. Sending one email is data. Saying the price on a call is data. Publishing the new offer page is data. This new data begins to overwrite the old neural pathways. So it's like carving a new path in a forest. The first few times are hard, but the more you walk it, the clearer the path becomes. You cannot think or feel your way to a new belief. You must act your way into it. So let's get even more tactical, shall we? These are drills that you can run today, right now, to start generating certainty. So number 1 is the commander's intent. In the military, a commander's intent is a super clear statement of the end state. It's not how you'll do it, but what reality will look like when it's done. Your task is to write a 1-sentence commander's intent for your goal. So for example, the intent is to establish our brand as the undisputed luxury leader in our category by Q4, demonstrated by a client roster paying our new premium rates. Done. This sentence becomes your North Star. Whenever you feel uncertain about a microtask, you ask, does this action serve the commander's intent? It depersonalizes the doubt and makes every action a strategic move toward a declared objective. Number 2, the pre-mortem and the pre-parade. Fear of the unknown is the enemy of certainty. So we make the unknown known. The pre-mortem is, I want you to sit and ask, it's 1 year from now, and this initiative has failed spectacularly. What the fuck happened? Write down every single thing that could have gone wrong. The market shifted, your messaging was off, a key employee quit. Get it all out. You will realize that you can probably solve for 80% of these things right now, and the other 20% are survivable. You've just looked at the worst case scenario in the eye, and you realized it won't kill you. The pre-parade is, now flip it. 1 year from now, this was more successful than we could have possibly imagined. What does that look like? I want you to get really detailed. The press features, caliber of clients, the team you hired, the money in the bank. This isn't just visualization. This is operational planning for success. So what systems would you need? Who would you have to become? By doing both of these things, you box in the emotional totality. You create a plan for both failure and success, which gives you incredible trust in your ability to handle whatever comes. And number 3, I want you to think about the minimum viable action, the MVA. The big, bold action feels so terrifying. So you break it down into the smallest possible step that generates new data. The MVA for raising your prices isn't launch a new website. It might be mention the new price to one trusted existing client and get their feedback, or send one email to a low stakes prospect. The goal of the MVA is not to get a yes. The goal is to prove to yourself that you can take the action and survive. This is a single data point to feed the action to data to belief engine. Number 4, the identity edit. Stop trying to change your feelings. Change your operating identity. Ask yourself, what is the very next action that the CEO I would want to be would take? Not, what do I feel like doing? But what would she do? Would the $10 million CEO spend 3 hours agonizing over an email? Or would she write it in 15 minutes and just send it? Would the industry leading CEO poll her Instagram followers about her pricing? Or would she just declare it as authority? This drill creates a sliver of separation between you and your emotional state, allowing you to act from a chosen identity rather than a transient feeling. So let's go back to those 2 CEOs looking at the 50K offer. CEO number 1 is still stuck in her elegant prison, waiting for the feeling of confidence to grant her permission to move. Her sales page is still in drafts. Her potential clients have no idea what she's planning. She's losing time, money, and momentum with every passing day that she spends working on her mindset. CEO number 2, she used the technology. She made a clean decision. She built an evidence bridge from her past wins to prove she would handle the outcome. She activated the action to data to belief engine by taking a minimum viable action. She ran a pre-mortem so she wasn't afraid of the downside, and she operated from the commander's intent of becoming the market leader. She felt the same fear you feel, but her actions were not dictated by it. By now, she has already signed her first 2 50K clients. She has real data, real proof, and now, and only now, she is starting to feel the deep, unshakable confidence she was originally craving. She acted her way into the feeling. The second guessing you're experiencing isn't a sign that you're on the wrong track. It's the signal that you have outgrown your old operating system and you are trying to use the tools of an employee waiting for permission, seeking validation to do the job of a CEO. Your next level of income, impact, and freedom is not waiting on the other side of a feeling. It is waiting on the other side of a decision. A clean, clear, non-negotiable decision that you make right now with all the doubt and fear and uncertainty still present. You make the decision and you move. You generate certainty as a tool, and you let your actions relentlessly prove that decision right. Stop waiting to feel ready. Your empire requires a decision, not a mood. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!